Nobody around you understood, and nobody knew what, nobody was on your side. A test that was so heavy that people around you would accuse you, even though you were known as the most righteous person, and people questioned your honor, even though you're completely innocent. The heroine that I chose to speak about today is Maryam alayhi salam. Maryam bint Imran is one of the greatest women in history. She's the only woman that is mentioned by name in the Quran. She even has the whole surah named after her, Surah Maryam. She has been honored in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honors her and raised her status in Surah Nisa, ayah 42. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم إن الله اصطفاك وطهرك واصطفاك على نساء العالمين. And remember when the angel said, O Maryam, surely Allah has selected you, purified you, and chosen you over all women of the world. Allah emphasizes the status that she has in this ayah and raises her above all the other women in history. She was known as someone who devoted herself to Allah. She was under the care of Zakaria alayhi salam and was constantly praying and worshiping Allah. Many people, when they're tested, and no one is watching, they act very different compared to when people are around them. But the truth is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always watching. One day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Angel Jibreel to Maryam alayhi salam in the form of a man, and a very handsome man. And she was alone, and her first instinct was to show her righteousness. She said, mentioned in ayah 18 of Surah Maryam, قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا. She appealed, I truly seek refuge in the most compassionate from you, so leave me alone if you are God-fearing. Jibreel alayhi salam then replied with something that was unimaginable to Maryam alayhi salam. He said, قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا. He responded, I am only a messenger from your Lord, sent to bless you with a pure son. And Maryam alayhi salam was shocked by hearing this. She responded with a question. She asked, قالت أنا يكون لي غلام ولم يمسسني بشر ولم أك بغيا. She wondered, how can I have a son when no man has ever touched me, nor am I unchaste? Jibreel alayhi salam then replied, قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين ولنجعله آية للناس ورحمة منا وكان أمرا مقضيا. He replied, so will it be, your Lord says, it is easy for me, and so will we make him a sign for humanity and a mercy from us. It is a matter already decreed. Allah decreed that Maryam alayhi salam will give birth to Isa alayhi salam without him having a father, without her touching a man. And the real hardship came after she gave birth to Isa alayhi salam, when she returned to her people with a baby. The people accused her. They said, فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغيا. Then she returned to her people carrying him, and they in shock said, O Maryam, you have certainly done a horrible thing. They accused her. O sister of Harun, your father was not an indecent man, nor was your mother unchaste. Imagine the feeling in that moment where someone who was known for her righteousness and for devoting herself into the worship of Allah suddenly gets accused for the worst action, the worst of actions, and everyone around is accusing her and completely switched. But subhanAllah, Maryam alayhi salam did not panic. She did not argue. She simply trusted Allah and she followed Allah's command and stayed patient. And she pointed to Isa alayhi salam and he spoke and he defended her honor and her name. He says, قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا. Isa alayhi salam declared, I am truly a servant of Allah. He has destined me to be given the scripture and to be a prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cleared Maryam alayhi salam's name on his own. He because of the trust that she had in him, he cleared her name for her. Allah took these allegations and defended her. What can we take from the story? We learned that true righteousness is trusting Allah, and even when the test feels unbearable, you know that Allah, if you trust Him, He will protect you, He will defend you. Maryam alayhi salam did not choose to have that test, but she trusted Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throughout the test, and so Allah cleared her name. Because of this, Maryam alayhi salam has a very high status and is honored forever. Most of us will never face a test like this, but we're in situations that are similar to this. So maybe you choose to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even though there's a lot of haram around us that's normalized, or you're with your friends that are not Muslim and you feel pressured, but you trust Allah. Maryam alayhi salam's story teaches us that our job is not to prove ourselves to anyone else, but to prove ourselves to Allah and to trust Allah, and Allah will defend us. Allah will see your patience and He knows your intentions. And just like Allah defended Maryam alayhi salam, He will defend you if you stay, if you put your trust in Allah and stay righteous. We ask Allah to allow us to have the sincerity and trust in Allah that Maryam alayhi salam had. And we ask Allah to accept our efforts and our dhikr and our ibadah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.